Annoying Vegan presents Southern fried okra in a gram flour batter with sriracha aioli, plus a garlic and chive cornbread, gluten-free. So for this cornbread, I'm using Bob's Red Mills, which is one of my favorites. And I'm going to use egg replacer since I'm a vegan. So you start by putting the mix in the bowl, add the egg replacer, which you just mix with water. Sometimes when I'm making pancakes, I would prefer to use banana, or applesauce as a thickener. But I think for savory dishes, egg replacer is great. So now I'm going to add a cup and a half of milk using Calafia, which is my favorite brand. But spot the deliberate mistake, which is that I started to use a whisk. Not a good idea with this kind of batter. Don't worry, I have a solution. I will just put my fingers into the middle of the whisk and push it all out, and then switch and use a spoon, which is probably the thing I should have done in the beginning. So here we are. Melted butter going in. Actually earth balance, obviously, not butter, but butter substitute. And then I'm going to add chives. These are kind of dry, fresh chives, which I put half in, mix it a bit, then add the other half. It would be better with fresh cut chives. Now we're going to add some pressed garlic. I hardly ever give quantities when you're doing something like garlic. I think I probably put about 6 or 7 cloves in there. That's for my taste. Now we're going to grease the baking tin. Grease it well, all around the sides and the bottom. And then you're going to spread the doughy batter mixture in there. I like to leave it rough so it looks a little rustic. And then we're going to pop that into the oven. There we go, on 375. Now I'm making the batter. So this is garbanzo and fava bean flour, sometimes called gram flour in India. I'm adding salt, black pepper, and egg replacer again. A little less than I put in the other dough. This is about the equivalent of 1 egg. And you mix that up. This time you can use a whisk and add milk. Now I tend to just guess the quantity because you're looking for a certain thickness or a consistency, which is a little like a loose sponge batter. Then I'm going to put the oil on and get that nice and hot. I'm using grapeseed oil because I think it's too expensive to use olive oil. There's really no need. You're going to let that get warm, hot, slowly. So back to my batter, I'm going to add the okra. So what I do now is I am going to cut the tops off. I think I'm going to try and cook them whole. So here we go, off they go, and you pop the whole okra direct into the batter and just make sure they get covered. Chop up the rest. And I'm going to add a green chili. Take all the flesh and the seeds out and then mince that really finely. You don't want big chunks of chili in the batter. Once that's mixed, you don't really need to leave them to soak for very long. Now, you notice I'm showing you my hands. That's because I touched green chilies. For goodness sake, wash your hands thoroughly after you touch chilies so that you do not end up touching your eye or another part of your anatomy. I think this is hot enough now. Take a little bit of the batter, drop a small amount in, and if it floats and bubbles like that, it's ready. So in goes the okra, the first one, and you can see that's bubbling nicely. And that, I don't really know how long you cook them for, but I think as with a lot of deep fried food, you want to wait till the batter is golden brown and it looks as gorgeous as that. The pink sauce on the side is veganese mixed with a little sriracha. So here you have southern fried okra, and I'm telling you, it's absolutely delicious. and I had that with my cornbread and my version of aioli. So southern fried okra with ground flour, garlic and chive gluten-free cornbread with a sriracha aioli, and it's absolutely delicious. It's totally vegan, totally delicious, and totally gluten-free.